Hello YouTube, Sign here with Hobbies of Man once again, and today we are doing our monthly TBR video for the month of February 2022. So February is the month of Valentine's Day, so I was thinking that maybe the good thing to do this month is to try to focus on romance and rom-com type series and stuff that has, to do with that kind of a genre there. Last year I did a shoujo series month in February. I really liked it. However, I haven't really bought any other shoujo since, and I didn't have time to buy a bunch of shoujo for this month. So what we're gonna do instead is do some rom-com-esque type things. So to start that off, we're gonna do the first two volumes of Dress Up Darling. I already read these a few times. However, I want to reread them for two reasons. One, because the anime is really popular right now. It's currently airing. And I want to be able to buy 3 and 4 right now. Volumes 3 and 4. And that should be relatively soon this month. So I should be able to buy them. But the second reason, and I think the more important reason, is because I want to make a recommendations video. Like, if you like Dress Up Darling, read these other stories as well. I think it's a good kind of way to recommend series, and it's also kind of the right moment to do so. So I do want to do that at some point in this month, and in order to do so, I need to read the series again in order to find out, exactly where and with what type of situations I can tie other manga into this, so that you can kind of have like a good reason to read the recommendations that I give you, right? So there you go. That's the first thing that I want to read this month. I also want to finish reading Sweat and Soap volumes 2 and 3. However, I'm going to restart from the beginning because I read the first volume of Sweat and Soap a long time ago. I know Sweat and Soap has finished. I think it has 11 volumes. However, I don't have the ability to buy 11 volumes straight off the bat, and I also own them digitally right now anyways. So I'm going to stick with the digital format for now and see if either I buy more digitally or I switch over to the physical editions at some point. After that, I want to read Wotakoi II. I definitely want to read the rest of Wotakoi, but there's a lot of other things that I need to buy beforehand. This is kind of a low priority, but I do want to continue reading it. This is the second one, so I do have to go back and reread the first one since it's been so long since I read it, but I'm looking forward to doing that. Then I want to continue reading Nagatoro. I have 4, 5, and 6 digitally. I definitely want to read them and continue the story because I do really enjoy Nagatoro, even if it does confuse me a little bit while I'm reading it because I'm not sure if I like it or not. I'm not sure if I enjoy the bullying aspect of it, but I don't hate it. And so it always makes me kind of feel confused when I read the story, but I do enjoy reading it. I do think the art is really beautiful, and at the very least for that, I am willing to read it. So yeah, then I have a bunch of digital volume 1s. I got You Got Me Senpai volume 1. I bought this last year, I think, during February, but I never got around to reading them until now. And this is partially due to a few reasons. One, I didn't really feel like it, but also because it's a digital volume, I usually forget that I own them. However, at the beginning of this year, I decided to go through all of my digital platforms and find all of the volumes that I needed to read and try to finish them up in the first few months of the year. So most of these are from trying to work through my leftovers from last year's buys, right? So from my last year's hauls. So there you go. You Got Me Senpai Volume 1, Perfect World Volume 1, Missions of Love Volume 1, Love and Lies Volume 1, and Kiss Him Not Me Volume 1 as well are some volumes that I want from last year. I also have Chiya Hafuru Volumes 1, 2, and 3, which I want to read this month too. I don't necessarily think that one's a romance series, but I'm pretty sure it's a shoujo, so I want to read it. I'm pretty sure it's like at least it's a drama type series, so I want to read that right now, and hopefully that works out well. Other than that, I also want to focus on reading Blue Flag. This is definitely a shonen series, but it's a romance first and foremost. So, or it does deal with romance. So I want to read it. I know that there's 8 volumes total, or I'm only, putting myself up to reading the first one just to see if I like it. And if I do, I'm going to read the rest of the series during the month and have a review for it out sometime in the, later ends of the month, right? So we'll see how that goes. Then I want to read Furisan Volume 2. I probably won't make a video on this one because I want to go away from making videos for only specific volumes. I want to do it more based on arcs, and rom-com type series don't really have arcs in the same sense that Battle Shonen do. So I still haven't figured out how I want to do reviews for them, but I already did a first impressions review on it. So for now, I probably won't make a video on it. Then I want to read Sweetness and Lightning, Volume 1. I don't know if this is actually a rom-com, but I think it fits like the style of February. I think it'll probably go well here. So I definitely want to read this. It's only one volume, so it's no big deal either way. Then I want to read Beauty and the Feast, Volumes 1 and 2. Here, let me show you. Because I'm pretty sure this is a rom-com for sure, and I also really love it. I think it's really, really good. However, again, I probably won't make a video on this one again because I already did a video, first impressions of the first one. So I don't necessarily want to make another video and just rehash the same thing that I said originally. But there you go. That's Beauty and the Feast, Volumes 1. And there's Volume 2. Then I have some alternative titles, some secondary titles that I want to read if I manage to finish reading all of these, or I get bored of this genre. So let's start with the ones that are this genre, or these genres that I'm trying to look at here. So the first one is Why Are You Here, Teacher? I think this is actually a ecchi, and it's not really rom-com in the normal sense. I'm pretty sure this is much more adult. However, I bought a volume of it a long time ago, and I wanted to read it, and I just haven't gotten around to it, so I want to read it right now. The other one is Hokkaido Gals Are Adorable. I want to finish up reading it, so I want to catch up to the release schedule that it is up to. I think that would be around 30 chapters. I need to catch up to chapter 69, but by the time I probably get around to reading it, it'll probably be around chapter 70 something, right? So I want to read Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable. And then I also want to check out Don't Blush, Sekimine-san, and Even If You Slit My Mouth, which is another romance type series that has been getting a little bit of talk on Twitter lately, so I definitely want to check that out. Now, in terms of stuff that's not related to the genres that I'm trying to get on this month, I want to check out Shaman King Volume 1. This is the Spanish edition from Panini. It actually has Volumes 1 and 2. I really want to get around to checking this out. I also want to check out Hideout by Masasumi Kakisaki, who is an awesome artist. This one is a horror manga, so it might not really fit the month, but I do want to check it out because I think the art style for it is amazing. It's so good. Kakisaki is just amazing at drawing. There you go. And the last thing I want to check out this month is Rooster Fighter. Now, like I said, these three are only kind of like palate cleansers. When I get bored of the same genre, I want to kind of have a manga that I can kind of read and just kind of, cleanse my palate with, right? Of course, I also have some other things that I want to finish reading that are, brought over from last month. So I want to finish JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2. I'm 15 chapters in. I need to finish the rest of it, which I think is about 70-something chapters. So I want to get around to that. Of course, I'm going to be continuing to do Kaiju number 8 chapter reviews whenever they start coming out again, which should be relatively soon here. I need to finish Tanya number 8. I combined two titles in my head. I need to finish Saga of Tanya the Evil, Volume 1, and I want to try to finish Perry Roden. I don't really mind stretching it all the way to May during the sci-fi month. However, I would like to finish it as soon as possible. So there we go. That's basically all there is to that. I'm not too sure what else I want to read this month. I'm sure there's something else, but I can't exactly remember. I think I have a volume of Devil's a Part-Timer. I think I have Volume 3. Now, that I don't really think that one fits the theme all that much. However, Volume 3 is where that little baby character shows up, so maybe it could work, but I'm not sure. I'll probably end up reading that in March, which is going to be like a free for all month for myself, where I just read whatever I feel like. So we'll see how that goes, but that's definitely all I have planned for this month. Of course, my TBR and my reading schedule always changes because I don't really hold myself very strictly to anything, because that actually bothers me and kind of makes me feel very like constricted, limited if I follow a strict schedule, which is why I generally just have a list of books that I want to read and whether I get around to them or not, it's not really that big of a deal. Instead of like, scheduling exactly what book I'm going to read what day, which I know is something that works really well for other people. So yeah, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you guys are reading this month. What kind of ideas have you had for this month? What sort of things do you want to read? Do you guys plan your months out in terms of like themes and genres, or do you just read whatever you want during the month? And if I were to do a sports month, for sports comics, what month would work? I'm thinking April, but I could easily do June or July instead, and it really doesn't make that much of a difference to me. So let me know down in the comments. And like I said, thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys later.